Hello, my name is Americano Risato, or Himeros the Cowboy, and it occurred to me a little bit ago that I never really properly introduced myself. About a year ago, I started making videos and posting on YouTube a little bit about my song covers, and then I started doing some Marvel Rival stuff, then I got really busy and took a break, and only recently have I started uploading a lot of shorts and uploading other videos that you guys have seen now. But I never really told you who I am, what I do, and how I came to be this catboy you see in front of me. Well, let's start from the beginning. Well, about 4 years ago, I was doing some competitive gaming for a video game called Smite. Smite is like a MOBA, like League of Legends, and I used to be playing that all the time, and I got it really good to where I started playing on some semi-professional teams. And I loved it. And my boyfriend at the time was like, hey, why don't you stream this just so you can like look at the reviews? And it was just more practical. And so I started doing that just, with my own little world. And people actually started to enjoy what I was doing. And I'm like, no way. So I started investing more time into it, doing things. And I got a VTuber model. And I did pretty well. I actually got affiliate in the first month, and in fact, my VTuber birthday is the 14th of January. So it's actually coming up pretty soon, so that's exciting. But how did I choose Himeros the Cowboy? How did I go from, how did I decide what I was gonna be, how I was going to look, and everything? Well, it's actually a pretty long story, and I've told this story numerous times, but it all started when I was about 15 years old, ironically enough, and I have always had a huge fascination and almost fixation on mythologies all over the world. And I actually studied a lot of mythologies in my university class. I am a huge fan of Greek mythology, and my grandfather, or my godfather, used to call me Loverboy. And it was a name he always used to call me because I used to hang out with a bunch of girls, especially cheerleaders and everything like that. Ironic, right? And he would always refer to me as Loverboy. And it used to embarrass me when I was younger. But as I got older, it really started to feel, it was like my thing with him. He passed away due to cancer when I was about 16, 17 years old. And, I knew when I was starting to adapt an identity, I was going to utilize something that he had given me because it was something that was very prominent throughout my life. And so the video game I was talking about, Smite, had a skin for Cupid, the god of love, called Loverboy. And I thought Cupid was a little bit too on the nose. So I looked and I remembered that Himeros is the son of Aphrodite and Loverboy. And so I married the two together, and thus Himeros was born. I always knew I was going to be a catboy VTuber, but I did experiment with some other animals like a fox VTuber and a pup VTuber. But those just didn't feel like my vibe, my energy. And so I've always been told when I was younger that I have very feline movements because of the way I used to dance, IRL. So I was like, oh, okay, so we'll do Himeros the Cowboy. And I'll always remember the first time I really brought my username into the space. And when people started to call me Catboy and Himeros, it actually made me feel happy. It made me feel like, oh my gosh, yeah, this is what I want to identify myself with. This is what I want to be, and this is what I want to do. So how did I come up with the look of the character? If you've been following me for a while, you'll know that I actually have another form too. And it looks like this. Of course, this is a little bit more of my Christmas thing. I have to get home. When I get home for my vacation, I'll definitely show you the full model and everything that I have. But for right now, this is my Egyptian stance look. So my whole lore is I'm a Greek god that follows an Egyptian goddess. My mother is Bastet, and my mother is Aphrodite, and my owner is Bastet, the goddess of cats in Egyptian mythology. So I put a lot of inspiration from Greek and Egyptian mythology, and also have a lot of aspects of my life in my VTuber model. Like, for example, I used to perform all over California and a lot of the US. And I used to do shows and performances, and I love singing, if you couldn't tell. So I have a little bit of tassels on my wrists, and I have like a little bit more of a show-esque quality. And, you know, it also stems from a lot of the research of a Greek attire and Egyptian attire. And of course, throwing in some of the stereotypes, just so that way you guys can kind of fill in the blanks yourself. But yeah, that is kind of how I decided my VTuber look and aesthetic. Also, another big inspiration was Yu-Gi-Oh! I loved Yu-Gi-Oh! Growing up, so when I was designing the character, there was a character called Gravekeeper Spiritualist that I loved the aesthetic, the look, and I wanted to really, you know, embody that design. So what do I do? Well, I mostly stream on Twitch. I'm a Twitch streamer. Username is Himeros_Catboy. And I play a variety of competitive games. And that's how kind of like I got to where I am today. I played competitive esports for Smite. I did a little bit of Overwatch 1 way back before I became a VTuber. And then when I became a VTuber, I did dabble in Overwatch 2, but I do not play any Blizzard products. And I am a semi-professional Marvel Rival player. My team, Light of Myths, but we've had some name changes over the years, or over the seasons, I should say. And I am a top 256 MRC, which stands for Marvel Rival Championship, player, and back in Season 3, I'm 80% sure it was, and I'm also a top 500 Penny in Season 2. Penny is always my first main, and I've actually helped a lot of other VTubers and content creators understand and get a little bit better and improve their skills in the game. I personally love the game. I love Marvel Rivals, and I've taken a break of it because of this PC that I'm on at the moment can't really handle it, but that will change really shortly. But at the moment, I'm actually dabbling in, you know, higher level play in Dead by Daylight. Not that I'm ranking in it, but just that I'm playing a little bit more. League of Legends, I've been doing a lot more, TFT. And I've been just getting into ranked Valorant. I'm not very good, as you probably have seen from some of the shorts I've posted already, but I honestly love it. Marvel Rivals will probably be the game I always default back to, because it's a game that I feel very passionate about, and I've done pretty well, and I am very proud of my team and everyone around me. There's also some other projects I have coming up too. Like, this is the first time I've ever verbally posted anything about it, but I'm actually in a very top secret VTuber band. We haven't posted anything yet, we haven't done anything publicly yet, but we have a lot of stuff coming in 2026, and I am the songwriter for it. I'm so excited. I've actually written a couple others my songs if you want to look back on my YouTube videos. Like, I've made a song about anxiety, a breakup song called, a flirting song called Well Actually, and then I'm actually about to release a breakup song coming soon called Burning Desires. On top of that, as you guys have already seen, I'm also writing a parody, or I've wrote a parody, for a Marvel Rival character called Venom, and it's called Hands on Venom, because the community is always over him, and so I thought it'd be really funny to make something for that. So that's my creativity. I also do a tiny bit of artwork. I'm not a professional artwork. I don't really do commissions. I don't do anything like that. But, you know, I added like a little bit of the accessories onto this character that you see before you. And I've also done a little bit of, like, you know, my own personal stuff, like some of my backgrounds, not this one, but some of my other backgrounds for other of my friends, like my Christmas background I drew. So yeah, I try to do a little bit of everything just to keep it entertaining for the viewers and for this. So where am I going? Well, I plan to keep streaming on Twitch. I stream there almost every day, and it's been kind of like my secondary job, really. I enjoy doing it so much. I love interacting with the viewers. I love interacting with chat. I love, you know, seeing people comment when I do silly things. I also have a ton of redeems that you guys can use during games. Like, there's a throw redeem. It doesn't actually throw it on screen, but it gives me an audio cue that someone threw it on me. And it scares me all the time, and it's really fun. It's really, really fun. Your support matters the world to me. Even just supporting a little bit, just like 10 minutes a day, means the world. And, you know, I try my best to do a little bit of everything. I do kind of have a temper sometimes, especially when I'm playing video games. But overall, I always mean it in good fun. I also do a ton of collaborations with other VTubers, like you saw last night with my really good friends Kiawe Wolf and I Ravenage. They are so fun, and I've done so much work with them throughout the years, and it's so fun to like actually be able to like, you know, do more and more. I also try to always improve myself. I know I'm not perfect. I know I will make mistakes, and I know that I will slip up, especially in video games, and some of my vocabulary. And we just keep pushing forward. Like, one of the things you guys probably noticed in my videos is I have a hard time with spelling. And that is because I actually am dyslexic, and spelling for me is always something very difficult for me. I always get words mixed up, jumbled, tongue-tied, so, you know, spelling isn't always easy for me. So if I ever mispronounce your name, or I misspell the title of a video or something, someone has told me. I promise. Someone has explained to me that I've misspelled it. In fact, one of the videos in, Wide Awake, someone messaged me, they're like, is this like a bit, or did you mean to misspell X, Y, and Z? I'm like, oh, nope, totally mistake. But we take it and we go, you know? We always keep our head held high. And I will plan to do a lot more YouTube videos in 2026. I've gotten a lot of success from it so far, and I'm very proud. Like, I didn't expect people to actually enjoy my content. I've only been, like, showing a video, like, once every other month. But now I'm starting to really, like, pump them out more, going through my videos and actually post them there. I also have a TikTok and everything that I've been trying to relay back and forth between. But, you know, it's just been a lot of fun doing this so far. And I'm always down to meet new people. If you ever want to come and, like, you know, talk with me or chat, I do have a Discord server as well. It's in my card, my social links. And, yeah, I think this is where I'm going to end it for today. If you guys have any questions, comment below, and then in the next video I make about me or whatever, I will be sure to answer any questions. I already have a list of questions people have already asked me, but that's for another video. Okay, well, I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you all next time. Don't be afraid, don't forget to follow my Twitch, and then we can talk live. Ciao!